classroom management. It can mean a lot of things, but usually it means student behavior. Getting kids to do what you want them to do when you want them to do it, and they don't really want to do it. And it's that constant, like, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But here's the key that you really don't talk about is that if you have good classroom management, the kids have to be engaged. They have to have buy-in. But how do you do that? Well, today you are getting 3 apps that are going to help you bump up that student engagement, make them want to do what you want them to do when you want them to do it. You're going to be praying that your administrator walks in and sees this. I am not kidding. Are you ready? Here we go. Getting your kids to do what you want when you want them to do it is tricky. You can be the most animated, most fun, most crazy teacher in the world, but pretty soon your voice starts to sound whoa, 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 to your students. And so you have to mix it up. You have to find different things throughout the year to help your students engage with you and with the tasks that you want them to do, okay? And nothing does that better than an app. Here is the first app. Let's go on over and I'll show you the first app and how I used it in my classroom. Here we go. Okay, so these apps I had on my phone. Today we're using the iPad because it's just easier. And this app is called Random Name Picker. And it's super fun. Let's start over. And it has a bunch of different visuals that you can use. One thing that I used to use this, yay, I don't know if you could hear that. One thing that I used to use this for a ton in my classroom was before free choice, because I didn't just want to say to my students, okay, free choice time or free time, because it would just be mass chaos, right? You never let 18 kindergartners or first graders just have the run of the room all at once. Bad idea, all right? That is when your classroom administrator is going to walk in and start writing things down. Release gradually. And so this is one of the apps that I used all the time. It's super easy to set up. You just, if you, and it has some that are already preloaded, numbers 1 through 10 and letters A through Z. But basically I used it for names. Whenever I had to just pick some names randomly, I could do that. They love the ball one. They love the little this one right here. And you can start from scratch, which is great. I know, so funny. You can start from scratch, or you can just keep going each time, all right? And there's so many benefits to this app. When I used it in my classroom, number one, they loved it because it was visual. I just put it up on the big whiteboard, projected it up there, had it hooked into my system, Zoom, there it is. I could walk around the classroom and do it. I had my helper, little happy helper student do it so I could do other things. And they got so that they would just do it on their own. What's great about it again? Well, for one thing, they start to learn each other's names. They also, when they are picked, they just feel so special because the kids, whenever they see it, they will be like, what is it? And they're just anticipating. And then, Rose! Rose, and they would shout it out, and they would look at Rose, and Rose would be like, yeah, that's me. I'm going to blocks, things like that. So it builds community. It allows kids to be seen by their peers. It helps with name recognition. And it allows you to do other things because this machine is doing all the work for you. You're just hitting the next button. All right. So that is random name picker. There's so many little things that they can do too. It's super fun. All right. Let's go on to the next app, and that is called Decide Now. And what you can use this for is a bunch of things, but primarily what I've used it for is for class rewards. So it's like, okay, in the next 10 minutes, if we can get 16 points or whatever, we will have a reward. Now, what I would do is I would wait for them to reach their goal before we spun the wheel, because you can load whatever you want on this wheel. And then whatever it is, 5 minutes extra recess, 10 minutes extra recess. Oh, we get 5 minutes of extra recess. We get 5 minutes of extra free choice time. Whatever you want to load on here. And it's super easy. You just come on over to the, edit. Then just hit this little button, and then you can change the wheels up. You can add things to your wheel. It's super easy, and it's really fun. And what it does also is it helps kids to have a choice, but it's like, oh, half the class wanted popsicles and half the class wanted extra recess time. You're not the one deciding. You're not the bad guy at the end of the day. And if you keep it to the end, they don't even know what they're working for, right? So they stay a community until the reward is there. Love this one. You can use it for sight words. Load your sight words in. They can read it as they go, as it spins, okay? All sorts of different things. The sky's the limit on that one. And the last app that I have for you is an app that I could not live without, and it is a timer app. I love timer apps, and I have found this one to be the best one. Why? Because it's not glitzy, it's not glamorous. I would use apps, timer apps that were kind of cute, and guess what my students would do? They would spend all their time looking at the board, watching the little puzzle reveal itself, or watching the little guy race across the racetrack. I don't want them looking at the board. I want them looking at their work or finishing or doing whatever they need to do. So honestly, for me, the more boring the timer, the better, right? That's what I want. And this is the one that I used a lot, just the sand timer. All right. And what I like about this, I have it set on 6 seconds here, and you can just start it. It has a lot of different chimes to it when it's done. And put on the timer, and then put that on, and then it would come to a nice close. Okay, so here is how you set the time right there. And how you set the sound is the little speaker button, and there's just so many options for you. That is called Best Timer. Okay, Best Timer. Those 3 apps I could not live without in my classroom. Classroom management revolved around getting my kids to do what I wanted them to do, when I wanted them to do it, how I wanted them to do it, with a smile on their face, with joy. And pretty soon, my voice telling them, wah, 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 was just that. Sometimes you need a little help, and an app is a great help. So we had the random name picker Love it. So many benefits to that. We have the Decide Now, the wheel that you can spin. So many things that you can do with that. I used it for class rewards. And the last one, the timer app. The more boring, the better. All right. I hope that helps you for today. Make sure that you subscribe and hit the notification button because we do go and we do some lives every once in a while. I'm Angie. I was a teacher for 25 years and now I'm here to help you. All right. Have a great day. You're the best. Teachers are amazing. Go be your amazing self. Love you. Bye-bye.